How's it going? Welcome back. All right, for those of you who are watching these videos, thank you. Thank you, and I hope that you're finding them useful. I am. This little light is flashing. I don't know. I hope it means it's working. Anyway, um, dang, I wrestle with whether I should start this over or not. I haven't gotten real good at editing, so I'm just gonna let that ride. Thank you for your patience. oh, oh, so I did a poll on Instagram, and what it came to me came back as the things that people were most interested in hearing from me about at this moment is fitness and self care, right? So I'm at home, I'm in my office, and I'm working. So, um, what I'm going to talk about today is self care. Fitness is a part of my self care, as it's a part of, it should be a part of everybody's health care because self care, because our bodies were created for movement, right? We are no longer in the life cycle where we have to hunt for food or even gather our food. We don't have to do that anymore. You just go to the store, or better yet, sit on your couch or continue working, and you can have your food literally dropped off at your door, right? So we don't have um, the same, we do not take the same opportunities to move and use these bodies in the way they were created to move. We sit in big comfy chairs all day. We may go on an occasional walk, from your car to the store door. Or, if you're really about this life, you take a walk every day for about an hour. You get to walk around in nature, but just think a whole day, 24 hours in a day, and 8 of those hours, 5 to 8 of those hours, you're sleeping, right? And then you have the hours that you take to either wait for food or prepare for food, and then. So, and you walk for an hour. But that's 1 hour in a 24-hour cycle. Even if you work out every day, and you have, say, roughly an hour in the gym, you can get some really good work done in less than that. But generally speaking, most people are mentally prepared to spend about an hour in the gym, 30 minutes to an hour in the gym. You do that every day, you add a walk every day. And if the rest of your life is just simply walking from room to room, or car to door, or anything like that, movement, we not moving like we supposed to be. When these bodies are amazing and we are supposed to be using them in amazing ways. We have our physical activities that we indulge in, but there are only a few that really take you to your heights of movement, right? And most of us don't engage in those. Some people don't engage in those. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let your mind pick the spaces that allow you to move fluidly and get the most out of these bodies, right? And how often do you do that in comparison to how often we do other things like sit, sleep, sit? So we're not moving enough. We're just not moving enough. So fitness is a part of my self-care regimen, and I would encourage it to be a part of yours. We just need to move more. We do. We need to move more, and that's what these bodies are created for. We're doing them an injustice every day by these repetitive motions that we put them in, like a get up, you drink your coffee, you do whatever you do, then you go sit for 6 to 8 hours in a day, getting up occasionally to go get water from the cooler. I don't know. Do people do that anymore? I haven't worked in the office in a really long time, so I don't know what that's about. But I do find myself sitting in this space for hours at a time, like 2 hours or 3 hours, while I'm going through client files and now doing videos and things like that. So I find myself sitting in this space a little bit more frequently than usual. But because I do, now I'm more conscious about the movement that I do outside of here. So again, fitness and movement is a key component to self-care. Right. And now, we're definitely going to the basics. What are you eating? What are you eating? It's so important. The things that you're putting into these vessels that we are blessed with, right? Because these vessels are the houses for your spirit, your soul, your mind, right? This body is the temple of those eternal things, right? So it's very important that we fuel it well. We fuel it well. Like, I feel like I'm talking super fast right now, and I've already, so I'm going to attribute that to my coffee. This is earlier in the day than I usually get to do these things, right? So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, like, it's very important the things that you put into the temple that houses eternity, right? Because these bodies are going to fade away, but the things that are in them will live forever. But unless you have one of these bodies, you don't get to navigate and experience this realm and reality in this way. You know what I mean? Think about it a little bit. It'll make sense. I know it came out with a lot of words, but you get it. These bodies are the tool for your soul's work and your soul's satisfaction. So you should honor them with the fuel that they need for optimal performance. Okay. So that means we're gonna attend to ourselves with fresh foods, fresh foods with the least amount of chemicals possible. We're doing the best we can. Like, even if you're growing your own food, we don't know what they got out here in this air. It's like contaminating our soil, but we are like these extremely powerful beings, right? We are these extremely powerful beings. And so we can transmute and transform like literally anything. So when you get the food, you want to transmute it into the nutrients and the love and the light and the things that we need to fuel our bodies. But that's another level. We got to get there, right? But ultimately, eating better foods is part of our self-care regimen, and I would encourage you all to do that. And in addition to the food that we eat and the movement, it's the things that we consume mentally. Like the things that we consume mentally. Like, we're in such an age where there's so much information and so many things to get distracted with, but self-care is managing your input. Managing your input. What are the things that are coming into you that you are focusing on, that you are allowing to penetrate your soul through visuals and through audibles? Like, what are you listening to? What are you looking at? Those things are so important for your self-care, your mental well-being, and just delight in your spirit, right? You focus on all the crazy out here, that's going to have an effect, right? It's fine that it's going on, but to focus on it and to allow it to absorb into your experience, I would guide you against that. I would guide you against that because it's not necessary. You can be in the world and not of the world. You know what I mean? You can really see things happening and not be a participant, right? And that's our goal. There are wonderful things that are happening that you can participate in, and then there are terrible things that are happening that you can participate in. But either way, it's your choice, right? So focus on the things that are uplifting and the things that are helpful to you in your journey, right? So I would encourage you to also be intentional with your inputs, both visual and audible. All pay attention to what you're paying attention to. Also, my 3 self-care tips for today. I will offer more and more and more and more because literally, if we spent our time truly just taking care of ourselves, that would take up all our time. We wouldn't have time to do anything else. Like literally, like growing your own food, like surrounding yourself in love and light, like moving, walking, enjoying nature. Like, listen, there's so much that we need to do for ourselves that doing outside stuff is interfering. Like, it's interfering. I thought about this is crazy, but listen, I thought about taking on a full time job at the university, like a full time salary position, and I was like, literally, I do not have time for that. Like, I literally don't. I don't have. I don't have time. Like, by the time I get done working out, they want you to start at 8:30. I want to work. I want to do my own training. I want to train my clients, and then that gets me available at 10. How am I get there at 8:30? It's just no way. So, um, doing the things that allow you to live the life that you want to live, man, that's time consuming. That's very time consuming. And if you focus on your your inner world, if we focus on our inner world with all of our attention and let that manifest on the outside through prosperity and abundance and great relationships and everything that we need, you just totally wouldn't have time for anything else. But life is life, and we have to come to a space where that makes sense, right? So I'm here. I'm here to help. Here to help us do that, right? To handle all of our inside things so that we can live the lives and see the lives that are perfect for us. Even if that means working for somebody else, that's cool. If that gives you your soul satisfaction, right? So that's what I got. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm so proud of me. I will see you on Wednesday.